Hello everybody. This week I'm changing things up. I have decided to do oracle cards this week. So this card is going to be from the Dream Oracle card deck. So your card, the collective message for today is internet. Sounds funny, right? It says, embrace the fact that you are the world. Doesn't that remind you of that song, We Are the World or something? That's what came to mind. So it's a beautiful card, beautiful artwork in this card. Let me read to you from what the message is. Embrace the fact that you are the world. So here's the message. You are intertwined with everything and everyone, realizing that it's a small world after all. Another song. All of humanity is within you, and you have access to all of it. From the most foreign to the most familiar. From blasts from the past to those with whom you aspire to have a future connection. Everything you need or desire is just a thought, keystroke, tweet, or Facebook post away. At the root of any pain you experience is the false belief that you are separate from your fellow humans. However, when you remember your oneness with the worldwide web of life, you awaken to the reality that you exist in a unified field, and all of life is ultimately on your side. Allow this awareness to assist you in casting your net to reel in wonderful relationships, job opportunities, financial abundance, and solutions. Ooh, that's a good message. I think this one's for me too, guys. Meaning. Connectivity is part of the meaning here. If you dream of being online, surfing the internet, social networking, or blogging, you are realizing your inherent relationship to everything and everyone all the time. You are in a net in which all solutions are caught. You also may be wrapping your head around the ways in which you can up your participation in the world. Make your mark, be noticed, announce yourself, and go global with your thoughts, opinions, and creativity. Social media, anybody? Here I am on TikTok, right? And here you are listening. Here's a mantra. I am at one with the world wide web of people, places, ideas, and possibilities. Feel free to use that if it helps. I think what internet is saying, besides the message and the meaning that I've just given you through the book, we are all connected. Everything and everyone is connected. I think that's what it's saying. Even though we may feel alone in the world at times, we are all connected, whether we realize it or not. It takes that awareness of realizing that you are never truly alone. You can be in your room alone, isolated for weeks on a time, but you are never alone. We still have all of our angels and guides. You know, there may be elementals and ancestors and interstellars, constantly high vibrating frequencies around you that you cannot see or hear, that you're aware of. You may sense at times, but, you know, how do you know that they're really there or not? Yeah, you don't. But some of you, when you open up to it, you can sense that they're there, and it does bring a sense of comfort sometimes. If you're not fully into all of this, or just awakening, it can be a little scary for you, thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not alone, what's going on? Don't let fear get to you. You are not alone in this world, and hopefully when you find that piece of whatever spiritual being of love and light is with you, or watching over you, or protecting you, or guiding you, it should bring you peace. And if for any reason that it doesn't, ask one that does bring you love and peace and protection to come in and get rid of any of the negative entities that are not good for you, you know? Once you are vibrating at a high enough frequency, when you get to this point where you're elevating yourself higher up, they can't touch you. Nothing at a lower level entities cannot touch you. Not without elevating themselves, and most are not willing to do that. So do not let the fear take over, for sure. Fear not. And because fear is what feeds those entities, and that's what makes it worse and worse and worse for you. You know, just consider them like a bully. Like, once you stand up and just say, you know, leave me alone and get out of here, you know, I don't need you, whatever, you know, get mad about it and get rid of them. This is kind of turning a corner, and I don't mean to get off topic, but I feel like this message is for somebody in here, maybe multiple people. But it's okay. I used to be afraid to connect with people in the internet of my world too, but I realized that not everybody is bad. And once I started getting older and realizing that there is a lot of loving beings out there, a lot of loving people, my life got so much better. And I started connecting with the right people in the right communities, in my spiritual communities. And you know what? Once in a while, let's just say you get a turd in the punch bowl. We're going to put it like that. There will be a turd in the punch bowl. I'm going to say it still happens. There are people that are just not comfortable with themselves. They need to work on themselves. Just remember that it's a projection. It's not you. It has nothing to do with you. You're fine. You're okay. If you feel like there's work to be done, go work on yourself. But most of the time, people have to work on themselves, and they like to project it on others. So you're still going to come across a turd in the punch bowl once in a while, and just realize, like, hey, once you're vibing at a higher frequency, you're not going to be afraid anymore. It's not going to bother you anymore. You're not going to react the same way anymore. You're just going to be like, whatever, man, and you're going to walk away. It's a whole different feeling. That's all I can tell you. And it's great. So, connect with the internet. This is going to take you places. Let yourself flow with the interconnectedness of everybody, all right? That's going to guide you to the right people, the right places, jobs, hobbies, everything. And watch your world just explode open in beautiful ways. Congrats.